Welcome, D Calico.
Peace, peace. What's going on?
Hey,
Hey,
brother, how's it going?
all
Going
right.
on, bro?
All right. Today's discussion is the psychology of black and white, and I got with me DOD and D Calico here, two magnificent brothers. And if they did I ever make you? Yeah, you can't put your channel information in, can you? Anybody?
Uh,
I can put
I
it in.
can't.
I'll go through it and put it in myself. Let me go into it and put it in myself. Wait 1 second.
The
So how's it been
psychology of
going,
black and
D
white.
Calico?
Yeah.
Oh, it's all good, bro. I ain't seen you in a little while.
Yeah.
I already know you in the shadows, man. I know you be there.
Oh, yeah, I'd be there for the most part. I think I missed the last show she did this morning,
Mm-hmm.
or the one last night. I think I missed out.
Okay, I got you, brother. Let me share your channel. Should let me say that. Hmm. Hold on, y'all probably hear something. Let me close it so I can get them.
Yeah, you can't do it on StreamYard if you're trying it that way. You have to go
You said
into
I have
YouTube
to
and do
learn.
it.
No, that's
You
what
have
I
to go,
did. That's what I
okay.
did. I'm gonna put it down below in the thing. I've already got his, and now let me get yours, DOD. Okay, that's D Calico's. I should put his name in there. Let me see. Can I can add it.
Something.
Oh, and here, dang. I guess it doesn't hurt anything. Okay, there it goes. I just watched your video earlier. I should have you in the history.
The psychology of white and black.
The black and white.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was just watching DOD earlier. Oh, okay, there it goes. Says share. And we got the copy. Just so they know, they'll just have to click. So I got both of y'all's links in there.
Yeah.
All right. And also, I'm during the day as well doing the World News 411. So for anybody out there that's interested in some morning news and a lot of
Well,
information on what's going on in the world and how it affects us, check me out in the mornings. I can't give you an exact time. Usually it's around anywhere from 8 to 10. I'll be on in the mornings for that. And let's get into it. So, what I wanted to talk about today, when involving the psychology of black and white, is to give an understanding that there's two different ways of seeing the world. There's the illusionary world way of seeing the world, which is what we're in, with language that don't really exist, but it exists in the matrix sense. You know what I'm saying? So that we can all be a part of the show of what our experience here on this planet. You see what I'm saying? Y'all follow me so far?
Did you ask me a question?
I'm just saying if y'all following me, what I just said, did you understand it, or do I need to clarify that more?
No, I'm with you.
Okay. It's like we have a limited understanding of the world around us through the language that has been forced upon us. Because the people that orchestrated this language, orchestrated in the limited, it's in the limited, from their minds, which is limited. Their minds are limited. So whenever they create something, it's of a low vibe. It does not, it's nothing, it's not going to be anything to get your chakras rising high. Let's just put it that way. Although color, they studied color and the psychology of color. So, but to get a people to see the difference between black and white, they had to have it had to have a connotation, an understanding from their perspective, of the world. Their perspective is a lower perspective than our perspective of life. But we don't know that anymore because our perspective of life has always been their perspective on life. We've always seen through the westernized lens. All our ways have been wiped out from us. So we perceive things the way they perceive things now. So we pretty much have to break down that and try to see things from a higher perspective than where they dragged us down to. So basically, when many people think of Black in this society, not anymore. I think more people are seeing Black differently. But the way they wanted us to see Black was mostly negative. The way they wanted us to see white, even though it has nothing to do with skin tone, it's just the thought behind it, or basically the spirituality behind it, which is false, totally false. It only pertains to our condition. And through conditioning, does that pertain to us? But other than that, in reality, which they would have us believe up and down that this is reality. But when you look at and start breaking down a lot of these words, you can see that what meanings they use, the basic meanings they use, are not anything based in reality whatsoever. But as far as they're concerned, not us, but as far as they're concerned, because they wanted to, that's what they created out of thin air, basically. Or no, not out of thin air, that's what they made. I have to get that right, because created is out of thin air, and they did not create that. They took it from something that was primordial before them, like these words that were before them, ancient words, and they pulled out what they needed from it. You see what I'm saying, family? Am I making sense?
Yeah, I get you what you're saying.
Okay, because we're going to see exactly. It does not mean, Calico, what?
Oh no. I was just saying, yeah, I'm with you.
Oh, okay. It does not mean, you see, the whole thing is, like I said, it's nothing to do with skin color. It's an association to skin color. You see what I'm saying? Y'all see the difference?
So now, are you saying like say in the old West they say black hats are bad and white hats are good?
Mm, yeah.
So like black
I'm,
black is bad and white is good
I'm saying in their world, because
in their world.
in their world, white is, that is true. That is what they want to believe. So they have our people believe in that.
That's what I'm saying.
See what I'm saying?
Hey,
But
now what I'm saying is,
it's true.
see, even in our world, black could have meant bad. We
No,
not black.
no, black
You know
doesn't.
what I'm saying? That's a color.
That's a name they use.
That's a color.
Distinction.
You gotta look at all the oracles and the shamans and the priests of all of our cultures. You know what they wear? They wearing white. They're not wearing black. Those are who the whites are.
White,
The whites are the
white
pure.
and dead though in those cultures.
But it don't mean no skin color.
No, I didn't say it meant skin color. I said
Yeah,
they have
I'm
a.
just telling you why it means something good. I'm
Huh?
telling you why it means something good.
Well, what means good?
White.
You telling me
Mhm.
white means something good? Yeah, white and black means something good. Yeah, they both have the good. Nothing has just good. I'm just trying to teach you, show you that there is good and bad in both. Okay, but there's only bad to the Caucasian. But we have to question that? Is there really, does black really mean bad to the Caucasian? Because they wear black, the Jews do, and the Bible is always black, and black is prominence. People wear black clothing. It shows elegance. You see what I'm saying? So nothing is this or that. They both are, you see, in reality, they both are good and bad, just like we are, as in people. We're both good and bad. You can't just separate people from their good or bad. You have to have good and bad. So the color black and white both have good and bad about them. You see what I'm saying? But we live in a
But the way the white people see, or just like with, they'll say black magic is bad, white magic is good.
well.
See, so for them, white is purity and black is tainted, and that's the way they see us.
But what is purity? Purity means to be without nothing. You have nothing. That means the magic doesn't work because it's not potent. It's not strong enough. Black is strong, strength, powerful. White means.
Right, but you said in their reality, but in their reality, it doesn't mean that.
No, it's
we are speaking about their reality, right?
Yeah, in their reality, that's a fact. If they want to, because unconsciously they're telling the truth. You see what I'm saying?
In their reality, they see black. Anything associated with black is evil, is bad.
Not
That's why they say black magic and black hats versus the white hats. Black hats are the bad guys. The white hats are the good guys.
Right. But that doesn't mean
in their reality.
But that doesn't mean it's true in their reality. That's the whole thing. You see what I'm saying?
But no, it means it's true in their reality. It doesn't mean that it's true, period, though. But in their reality, it's true.
Oh, for them, it's true. Yes,
right.
It's true for them. Of course, it's going to be true for them.
Right. That's all I'm saying.
They don't have to. In their minds, the Holocaust is the worst thing, most evilest thing that's ever happened in the world. Like
Right.
I
Of
said,
course.
that's their perspective. But are we to
Yep.
take on their perspective?
But you said we are. We have.
He was
I know.
saying,
I know. Not all of us have, but you said a lot of us have, and so so a lot of us have
we have
taken
to
on
make a
their
choice until you know better. Until you know
right.
better.
Of course, until you know better. Yeah.
But
But
no,
you got. But
but,
right now,
but
right now, those of us.
what I'm saying is
But
that,
right now, but like there,
uh-huh,
those of us right now that don't know any better believe their reality.
yes, they do believe their reality. And that's why we do these things to help them to know the difference, to help them dig deeper into things like this and not just take it for face value. But I'm going to show y'all some stuff in a minute. But before we will continue the conversation on, um, but like you said, but the truth of the matter is, it's part of our chakra colors. And what they've done is, color's been around way before the Caucasian got on this planet. Um, so basically, with that, that's just an issue that we have to see higher in, over above their heads. You see what I'm saying? Because, like I was gonna say to DOD, Caucasians wear black. They want that black connection. So let me go into these. Let me go into these. Oh, I didn't even share my screen. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't share the screen. I'm going to share the screen and we're going to look at some things when it comes to the true meaning of black and the true meaning of white. They say black is mysterious and protective. It creates a barrier between itself and the outside world. So it's the spiritual, basically. It's within, providing comfort while protecting its emotions and feelings. You got to protect them emotions and feelings. If not, outside sources can control that. And hiding its vulnerabilities, insecurities, and lack of self-confidence. Black is the absorption of all color and the absence of light. I don't know about the absence of light because it takes light to have color, and I would say it holds in light. Black hides while white brings to light. Okay. So it absorbs light. Black absorbs light. It's not absent of light, but it absorbs the colors and the light. Black hides while white brings to light. Because white is light. Okay, the white light.
To what I
But
said, this white dude just brought us out.
go ahead. Oh, did somebody have something to say?
Shit like that. No, go ahead, go ahead. That's my bad.
Okay. And it says, what does the color black mean to you? Black color meaning the color black. Black is a color that it has more positive meaning overall than it does this negative meaning. This negative meaning is mostly from the Western civilization. And it's because there are powerless people. When you're powerless, when you're pure, you want to connect yourself to purity. Purity, let's look at the word purity and exactly what it means. And see the etymology of purity.
Congratulations.
It's without, sin means without. So purity, the condition of quality of being pure, freedom from foreign administrators is what they want to say. But So there, so you would say, but the purity would be freedom from foulness or dirt. That would signify to me a disconnection to something. So basically, all I see is a disconnect. And let me see, etymology of pure. What is pure? Or Latin for pure. What is Latin for pure? Meaning of pure in Latin. Pure is clean.
I'm gonna tell you like another way we got to know how to look at when we saying black and white.
No, I'm
we
not
got to know.
black and white. I'm saying.
I'm saying what this.
Okay.
That's the whole topic. The topic is black and white.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about people.
Of
There's no such thing as black and white people. What I'm saying is I'm talking about black and white. See, the whole thing is we gotta look at the same way we look at negative and positive.
Right.
You know,
but
we can't get all hung up in the fact when we saying negative though. You know what I'm saying? Because we just mean.
Understand what I'm going to, but that's not how I'm doing this. I'm doing it a certain way. So hold on a second, okay? Because
I'm giving the people insight.
I understand that you're kind of going a little bit too far from where I'm going, where I'm headed to. You see what I'm saying?
I know you were going to include it. I know. Go ahead. I got you.
Yeah, because I'm going to go ahead and get there because what you're saying is
ain't number polarities are the same.
Right, the same thing. Yeah.
You know?
Plurality. Yeah. Right, but
yeah.
The whole thing is and I'll talk about it. Well, let me put this out before you say that. Black does represent the feminine, which is the unseen, okay? The color. Because when we look into space or we close our eyes and we look into the spiritual, we see it.
Yeah.
We see it.
It's called dark matter.
It's the
dark matter.
And it's the positive, it is the negative feminine. It's the negative feminine is what it represents. Basically. And I wanted to get that out before you.
It's all masculine and feminine.
Like I was saying earlier, I wasn't saying that there's black and white people. I'm saying they use it as an association, as a racist association to that if you're black, you're the furthest from purity or anything like that. Yeah. It doesn't have anything to do with that because you are pure.
See, when they were saying that, they were talking about nobility.
Huh?
Because you could be when they were saying that they meant nobility, meaning like you could be whoever you want to be, but you cannot just be white. It's not about skin color. What I'm saying is nobility, meaning royalty. You feel me? The royals and the high priest.
You saying that white is nobility?
That's what it represents. That's why it's a caste system. That's why I'm telling you, the high priests and all of that, like the people who really, the royals and all this in the world, they're high priests. You feel me? All the high priests in the world wear white. They wear all white. Yeah, all the yogis, all the shamans, all of the priests.
Are you talking about modern day? Because that wasn't.
No, I'm talking about always. Always.
They wore white when it was celebration of death.
and like you said,
White?
celebrating. And it's not, it wouldn't be, that ain't, they definitely didn't believe in no death. You know what I'm saying?
No,
It's still,
was celebration and transition.
yeah,
That's what it
yeah.
meant.
That's what I mean. A priest is who's gonna come perform those ceremonies, and the
Mhm.
priest would always be in white.
Right.
Always.
To transition. Yeah. That's so it was during the time of a death or something. It
Yeah,
was
it's just like saying the Ku
it
Klux
wasn't
Klan.
anything to do
It,
with
it, it
like
like even the Ku Klux Klan, their wardrobe is not their wardrobe. You
no, I
know,
know that, yeah.
yeah, I'm just bringing up the white. Wearing the people who wore all white, they were nobles. They were nobility. That's why they think, but
Mhm.
yeah, and like we don't know when we see nuns and all black and nuns and all white. Like those are two different kind of nuns, and the one in all white is like, she's more higher rank.
Okay.
I mean, like you got the black pope, you got the white pope, and the gray pope. You
Hmm.
got three popes. Yeah, so yeah,
But I say that's
exactly.
still from a Western point of view.
That conversation a little bit. But Europe is not in the West, right? I'm just saying.
I didn't say Europe. I said over here.
Yeah, I know. But we gotta. If anything, you could say, a lot of people have a European type mind frame. You know what I mean? Over here. Yeah, because that's where they get it from.
Mind frame over
It just makes the West look bad. Let's give it back to who brought it. You understand?
here.
Yeah.
So what does black mean to you? What are you trying to say? So if you're saying white is nobility,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
when
you never saw the kings wearing all black.
no, I'm talking about spiritually, black means a higher thing than white.
Yeah, I'm talking about when it comes to caste systems. I'm talking about what you see when you seeing these important people in the world. You know, yeah, it's a
Well,
caste system.
important people in the world nowadays, they would like to wear the black. Black signifies elegance, strength, and
Who is important? Who important have you ever seen wear black?
well,
I just want to know. You've never seen Queen Elizabeth wearing black.
well, that's not my queen either.
I said you've never seen her wearing black. She's a very important to the world.
Ability
We
to
don't have to love the Pope. We don't have to love the Queen. Them is just examples of what I mean. Because we can go into Africa. You're not gonna see, like I'm telling you, a shaman. There's nothing. You're not gonna see a yogi, a guru.
hmm
I mean, a rabbi. Well, you'll see some of those rabbis wearing black. Yeah. A lot of them. Yeah, they do. That's probably about the only people.
What are only people?
Them Jews burn that wearing black. Them
They
rabbis.
wear in black. Yes, they wear black, and so does
Yeah.
people do wear black.
Like you said, the Cardinals with
It
red.
signifies elegance and wealth. So
But who?
you see a lot of people wearing black.
Now that people look at it. Yeah, but I'm saying like who?
Society,
But
black is the main thing, color outfit mostly because it goes with everything.
I just can't think of a leader in the world that you see dressed like that. And I'm not talking about the ones that wear suits and ties. Anybody wearing a suit and tie is not important in the world.
Now, who do you see wearing white?
Huh?
That's important in the world.
Cleanliness is next to godliness.
Huh?
Cleanliness is next to godliness. So that's just like I'm sure
I don't
you've
even
been
know what that is.
Hey sis, I'm sure you've been to an all white party in your lifetime.
No, I haven't. Never.
Well, you just don't go out at all. Because I haven't been to one in like 10 years, but I've been at least to an all white party.
No,
It could be. It's just like saying women might have a baby shower and the theme might be all white. Whatever they say, you have to wear that. So what I'm saying is,
no.
we know a solid color with hide stains and stuff. So you can't be all white and not be cleanly. It's gonna show. You know what I mean? It's gonna show. Period. You know it. You know. I mean, like it's
I
like
don't dispute the meaning of white, but also you got to look at the negativity of white as well. You got to look at the negative connotation of white as well. You see what I'm saying?
Now, I ain't talking about the connotation though. You know, I'm talking about, I want to go off the denotation.
You want to go off of the world that we're in and their reality, basically.
I mean, I come to tear that down.
True.
I come to tear that down.
No, you just said white was pure. Pure is without anything. So can you have life without anything?
Look, I don't mean white sugar, white flour, white bread. I know all of that stuff has bleach in it.
About the connotation of a person being white. That means no life.
You said person. You just said person. You said we wasn't talking about person.
But I'm talking about how the psychology is used to associate with people.
No, that's only in America.
The association.
That's only in America. I can show you where.
Only in America.
Look. I personally met a Russian, a guy from like Pakistan or something, and to me, he's a white boy. He told me where he is from. He's black.
Yeah, they don't consider them. That's different. That's what I'm saying. No, it's a different.
He don't mean brown skin. He means that they are the lower class. He's from the ghetto. He's telling you he's from the ghetto. Is what he's saying.
You're not letting me get through my presentation, and then we can talk about it, because you're making me go all over the place. You've got me all over the place right now. It's nothing in sequence, in the order. You see what I'm saying? I understand that, but didn't I say that it was association for the western part of the country? We're dealing with that, and then we can deal with how they think in other places. You see what I'm saying? But him associating himself and saying that he's black and he's from the ghetto. Ghettos were not black in the first place. Ghettos were places for white people, for Slavic people.
Look. You will not let go of black being a people.
What's the matter?
Morena.
You're not letting me get into why I say it's a good association for us, regardless of the white.
You say it's an association for us.
We need to rise above. That's what I'm trying to say, DeCalico. So let me go into it and tell you.
All right.
Because it does not matter. It does not matter, really, because it's all about chakra colors, really, within us. We have these chakra colors. We have all the rainbows of colors within our chakra. So, therefore, we cannot go off of a low perspective of life. We can't think, oh, white is all nobility. Okay, then you're stuck in that white light. You stuck in that lower. You get stuck in a lower place that you need to move up out of. You know what I'm saying?
Look, sis. Mm-hmm. White is the highest light on our realm.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not where you want to go to when it's time to transition. You want to go to the blackness.
Sis, does black mean pale?
No, what they here in this country.
I'm gonna have to go to the computer. I'm going to the computer.
Listen to me.
You're gonna make me get on the computer.
No, they signified. Yeah, go onto the computer, but they signify. Oh, go to the computer because I got some stuff for you too. They signified it as the color that you see on my backgrounds. You see the backgrounds I'm pointing at? This is what I'm calling black. They call that black, crayon black. And I'm saying, okay, associate us with that. That's fine. Because this means the mama, the great mama. It means space. It means not necessarily space. It means the black hole, the black matter. It means life. It's a different association than what they. Okay, white has an earthly association. Okay, that's for those who want to be earthbound. You want to be this fictitious royalty or nobility because you got to give them that. They don't have nothing else but that on this earth. That's what makes them high. You see what I'm saying? Is that nobility, that whiteness, that light. But one can get tricked into falling into that. One can get tricked into always into falling for that and thinking that that's the way for them to go. But that may not be the way to go. Transition. You don't want to transition into the light. You want to transition into the dark. And when I'm trying to say that you're not letting me, let's look at the meaning, the true meaning of the dark, because you're talking about it a lot. And hold on, here we go. Because I'm taking it way back, like where you took it. Let me see here. Where I got it.
Second deepest artificial hole on the planet, and it's situated in Russia. The depth of this wondrous human creation is 40,355 feet. That was a project of the Soviet Union.
I have it, but okay, is it down here? Okay. You see, there's no such thing as good or evil. There's only, we possess both. And both are righteous. Both are righteous to have. You got to have good and you got to have evil. That's part of your survival. You can't just, you would be unbalanced if you only had it one way. You see what I'm saying? So when you're saying that you're all pure and all good and all high, that's the only way you can be that is to be dead. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
No, there's no such thing as death. Once again, sis.
I know there's no such thing as death, but I'm saying you might as well be just. It's saying non-existence basically.
You said that we are that rainbow.
Yeah.
You said something in association.
That's what black is. That's what black is.
No.
Yes, it is.
Like, no, sister, we dealing in light. We are light beings.
Yeah.
We are condensed sunlight.
Yeah.
Watch this. Now hold on. Let me get this. Let me make sure with you. Are the Caucasians condensed sunlight?
No, they can't.
Are the Caucasians light beings?
No, they can't.
Okay, now, like I was saying, we are condensed sunlight. Sunlight is white. Sunlight is every color in the spectrum. Like you said, the rainbow.
White doesn't.
All of those colors combined is white. Is white light.
I think what we're doing is we're conflicting. We're not talking about one thing or the other. We need to. Okay, we're either talking about the spiritual or our physical. I'm talking.
No,
we're not talking about life.
You said you were not talking about people, so I have to go on every level around that because I'm trying to get you to notice. If you want to look at the people,
I already know DeCalico. I already know DeCalico.
In that case, you know. Look, sir, that means you know that we are the white. We are white.
Yes, I know that, but I'm not at that point. Okay, listen. DOD knows that when we talk, we got to start from a certain level because we're talking to other people. We're not really necessarily just talking to each other right now. For people that are listening to my video. So I have to learn to step by step with this. So DeCalico, whatever.
We gotta raise them. We gotta raise them up. We gotta raise them up to a perpendicular state.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But let's start.
No, but
Let's start.
but you just putting your hand under their head while they lay on the ground. I'm trying to make them stand up.
Yeah, but I'm starting where they can understand it. I'm starting with the definition, and then we're gonna go into that. No, you see what I'm saying, B Calico?
I mean, I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see.
And then
I
I
want to.
think your
I
specialty.
want to. I want to go at your speed, but when I comment on whatever you bring up, I be going too far. So I don't know.
Since the tip of the coin will still be showing, it'll look like the
Yeah,
I'm just commenting on whatever you bring up.
just save the comment for a few minutes until I can get this straight, okay?
live television.
Yeah, I'm on the computer now, so I'll be able to show you what anything
But it's
might
not
mean.
for me, it's for the audience.
But
See what I'm saying?
that's what you got. Look, you got to not feel personal when I say I'm talking to basically everybody, and it's not just you.
Right.
So I mean, I could say y'all, then y'all gonna pick up, y'all gonna be like, oh, his whole country
I
smell.
don't do my
Man, D Calico's so country. He always saying y'all, but I'm just saying, regardless, it's gonna be some things I'm gonna show you that you don't know, unless we just stay on a mundane level. But what I'm saying is, it's nothing personal. There's nothing wrong. I want to learn.
But
I
people,
would hope everybody's like that.
but people are on a mundane level. I used to do these.
Let's leave them.
I used to beat up on people's heads. I used to go to their heads. So I need to come down because not everybody's ready for over yet.
We gotta do it though. We can't sit around and play with these
I've
people.
already done videos over people's heads. And
Well, then that's what we gotta do. Because you're not going over everybody's head. That's impossible.
let me start basic and then move on to the spiritual part. But we're gonna start. We're gonna start.
We can get deep as we want and keep it like we're talking to an elementary, like a kid, a third grader. It don't matter how deep we go, we still can make it simple. We're just trying to make it simple. There's no such thing as it's not large like that. We more. We're so intelligent. We don't have to make things different. We can make anything simple.
But healing.
That's the point.
It's the healing. Like you jumped into talking about the white. I know all the goodness about. We already know the goodness about white.
But the people can't tell you no. Because I can't tell. I can't tell if you don't say anything. You're saying you won't let these people let go of the thought that they're black. They're not.
I won't because they've been put in a position that's nothing wrong with black. I'm telling you, I don't see anything wrong with black. I don't see anything wrong with white.
I have a Black's Law Dictionary right here. I will show you what's wrong with black. That's what's wrong with black. When it comes to law, we're not talking about sentimentally. Sentimentally, all of you all are right.
Okay.
You're right.
So let me go through this real quick, and then we'll look at that. Okay, we'll look at it that way, and then first we have to understand what we have to combat physically. Okay. Let me do that right quick. Okay, my brother, real quick. I'm still looking for this. I don't know what happened to my information. I don't even know what happened to it. I had it, but then, okay, I think this is it. Okay, here we go. Let me share this with you. I'm sharing the screen, guys, now. Okay. This is what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say, yes, we are the light. But in the physical, when that light, okay, this is way I get it. Okay, this is how I understand. And why I see no harm in calling ourselves black. Because black is the connection to the feminine. For the feminine, the unknown, the mysterious, our ancients, like you said, there was a definition, but But I'm saying now, where we're at now, and the place that they forced us to accept as reality, Calico, what we've been forced to accept as reality right now, we have to let it be, because it works better in our favor if we're not going with somebody's laws called Black laws. I don't understand that. And because it may be a good thing, because my mind ain't limited into somebody's Black laws book or somebody's book, because anybody can write a book and tell you that this is what you need to go by in your life. Like that's what the Bible is about.
Let me know when you're done.
Okay, I'm not done yet. Okay, but I'm sharing this right here where it says that. Let me see. Where is it at? That's not the right one. Right here. No, right here. Okay, right here it says.
Hey, that link in the chat ain't the right one. I can't.
It's not your right one.
Not the one in the chat.
Oh, okay, I'll put a different one.
Yeah, cause I tried to go in off the computer. I can't get that. That's like an old link.
Oh, okay. Okay, it says right here. It says the darkest color in the Bible. It lacks brightness or hue, and although it absorbs light, it does not reflect any back. Okay. It lacks brightness or hue. And although it absorbs light, it does not reflect any back. Scripture states that God is light. And the devil's name before he became the adversary of light, of good, was light. Light bringer. He was the light bringer. Hold on a second, guys. Hold on a second. I'm sorry.
And bacteria.
DOD.
And as you can probably guess, the cleaning staff won't always clean really well.
DOD.
Pillow.
You in the building?
If you're particular about the pillow you can sleep on, some hotels offer a pillow menu for you to choose from. Just ask about it.
Trying to keep it going because I don't know.
So we know that God and the devil, we know that there's no such thing as God and devil, and they're the same thing, the same energies. Because, like I said earlier, you can't have good without evil.
So that's the second time you did that.
Did what?
You said there's no such thing, and then you'll say it's us. Like you did that twice. That's like saying we're no such thing. You said there's no such thing as God and the devil. It's us. You know, it's in us. That means there is a God and the devil. Did you say there's no such thing as good and evil? It's in us. That means there is a such thing as good and evil.
Let me talk. I don't know why you do this. Put me on the spot when I'm trying to. You don't even let me explain the whole thing I'm trying to say. I'm saying, okay, there's no mythical God. There's no mythical devil. It's just a representation. They made like they did for our colors. They made representations and associations. You see what I'm saying? Physical representation and association, kind of like they do when they do you know, just you see what I'm saying? Just a representation. It's no devil walking around and there's no God man and a man, you know, form up in the sky, is what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? There's no devil basically under the ground. You see what I'm saying? And the way that they tell in the story, do you understand what I'm saying? Or am I confusing?
Find out what's free and what's not.
I mean, You know,
There, there's no false.
I, I,
It's only us. It's us that they're talking about. It's something within us.
look,
No God. It's no devil, because those words it's not even things around it that exist in that form. You know, that's separate. It's they're together. It's one. And right here it says it's one.
In many wash hotels, a few rooms are
You
designated
see what I'm saying? It says it's one. It's God is light, God is dark.
secret supermarkets don't want
See
you
what
to
I'm
know.
saying?
A big
yeah.
guy.
But they would want you to separate the two. But you can't separate it. It doesn't exist singly. Nothing can be pure out here by itself. The
So
white
that
the white color goes in to
see,
make up the black.
see, that's what people got to realize when they call everything a female or a male. There is no God is a woman. That's just ludicrous. You know what I mean? God is a man. That's ludicrous.
Right.
I don't think people
I
get
agree
it.
with
I don't
that.
think people get it not even a little bit.
No, and then with that,
Like,
that's another lesson for another day. That's just all things exist as negative and positive. And it's all frequency and electricity. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, something might be pure magnetism or something might be pure electricity, but I know, yeah, us that we,
So
what we call us as gods, yeah, we electromagnetism.
yeah, the white color, it has equal frequency, an equal frequency, which I would say would keep you grounded more than it would rise you. They would want you to do, I want the truth, so that people don't, in their minds, have to associate that anymore. We don't have to associate it, but we can uh, control the narrative. You know what I'm saying? That's what
Yeah, did you drop that link yet?
Your link to your channel. That's
No,
the other one.
the stream yard. I told you I tried to go in on. I say the link that you have on
Let me fix
in
it.
the chat is wrong. It's like an old link.
Okay, let me try it again and see if we can get in here. I don't know what happened because it's the one I got, and I texted it to you, but you said you can't. You can't email it to your computer.
I don't know. Hold on. Matter of fact, it might just be doing it because I'm on here. I don't know.
Yeah, you
It
have
might
to
be.
go off and come back. I think that's what it is. You have to go off and come back. I just put it up though. I just put it on.
Yeah, that's a whole different link. That's a whole different one.
But go ahead and give yours your stuff, and then we'll get into discussion after that. But I wanted to also share this with you right quick, if I can.
Yeah, go ahead.
Purchase the items you see first. So the
I
most
know,
expensive items
right? It's hard to keep information up here. Should see like. Okay, here we go. I found what I was looking for now. I'm gonna be Calico, you came back up. Let me share this real quick. And then you can share your stuff in a minute. Okay, I found this. Okay. And it says absolutely dark, absorbing all light, the color of soot or coal, blacks, burnt, Old Norse, black, dark, Old High German, black, Swedish, black, Dutch, blacken, from pie, black, to burn, gleam, shine, flash, flagare in Latin, grare, flagare, or something like that, to blaze, blow, burn, from root, bell, to shine, flash, burn. Mm. But all of this is pretty much just to keep us in a lower state of mind anyway, I would have to say. But let me stop sharing and let you share your information that you have. The Calico. Can you get it? Are you on the computer?
Yeah, my apologies.
Most of these drinks
I'm,
are now.
I'll just share my whole screen.
You got any comments, DOD?
I don't think he here because I was trying to talk to him when you was off the computer.
Oh, okay.
Well, but no, I'm here. I apologize. I'm here.
Okay.
You fall asleep.
Popular slots are also placed in these
You have
areas
any comments?
for the casino to play. You can't predict slots in the long run. Slots are manufactured and programmed in a way to ensure that they only pay back a certain percentage of the money that players put into them. This is usually in the 70 to 90% range.
Well,
but it can be far worse or better depending on where you're playing.
Yo, did we switch screens already?
Yeah, I already shared.
Okay. Do I need to make it larger?
No, you're fine.
All right.
You want to? You want it like that? The whole screen? Is that okay?
Yeah, it's all right.
Okay.
I just wanted it to be large enough for y'all to see.
Yeah, you can make it if you want. Does it need to be larger, DLD? No,
It's good. I can see it. It's good.
Okay.
Good for you. Really? No. If you're not
Yeah, obviously that's a crest. Yeah. But so you got to trace back this word black that you was just bringing up.
Right.
The word black can be traced back to its Proto-Indo-European origin. You know, we call that the PIE, the PIE.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the PIE, the Proto-Indo. That means before, you know,
the European, yeah.
Yeah.
Before the Caucasian, because it meant pale, and that's what I meant by they took it from our ancient. They took all these. It doesn't exist really in our. It's not supposed to exist to us the way it exists for them.
So
we're supposed to have been in a higher science, but because they took us and forced us to do their deeds that they needed to be done for their survival.
See, and they're showing you this
information.
Look, they're showing you this right here with a C.
Right.
There was no letter C back then.
No, it wasn't no C's.
So,
it wasn't no B. It was V back then. It was
B. But I can show you how all that is the origins through the word black, which meant
pale.
Wan. Wan means sickly looking.
Right.
Colorless. When a person is pale or colorless, that means they're sick. All you know, that's what it means. You know, pale or wan, sickly looking. You know, black was incorporated in the old French as blanc. That's where you get the word blank.
In French, yeah.
Blank or blanco, you already know. You know, blanco is white.
If you want a good skill,
In French, yeah, the French language, that's what it means, white.
I mean, anytime you're using that word, period. I'm just saying it's the word black is what the point is.
Exactly, I agree.
Italian and Spanish is bianco, bianca. You know, bianco and bianchi, or blanco. That's what it was, blanco, right there. And we know blanco means, like I say, blank. It means white. You know. So in Old English, black person meant fair, someone devoid of color, similar to the word blank or blanc, which still means white or fair person. You know, in Middle English, the word was spelled Blake, B-L-A-E-C, right here, which was related to his black, B-L-A-C, origin, as it was predominantly used as an adjective to describe color, pertaining to matter that was colorless. That's why they'll tell you, even if we wanted to act like it meant the color black that or Negro. But even if we want to act like, you know, it meant that. That's why people would tell you black is not a color. You feel me? But more so, it means colorless, because it means more so pale than what we're going along with. But other cognizant black
White would be a non-color too.
Huh?
White would be a non-color either.
No, that's all colors. That's what you got to know that.
What's all colors?
White. We dealing in light. We're not dealing with, when you're dealing with paint and you put all the colors of the paint and crayons and markers together, yes, you get black. But we're light beings. We dealing with light. When you put all light together, all the colors of the light spectrum, you get white. You can't get white no other way. You can't get white just because you want white. No, you have to put all of these colors you are calling the rainbow. You have to put all of the colors of the light spectrum that are in existence together to get white. That's us. We absorb light. So it's like, you know, the sun is sitting here, sending its rays, and we absorbing it. So obviously, it's like saying you are what you eat. We wouldn't even know what it looks like, because we don't have knowledge of ourselves to be able to look at ourselves and say, wow, this is what the light looks like.
Exactly. I agree. But I agree with all that. Yeah, that's so true.
This is what the light looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Period. Now, the energy that I'm emitting may have a different radiance, but at the core, this is what you're dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
That's why the sun, like you can even look up maybe where they'll say that the sun is black.
It is black.
Yeah, or the sun is hollow, is what they'll say. They'll say it's hollow.
But it's the color that we're looking at in the background. It's black. Like,
yeah, I'm saying when you look at
this, it's that color. That's, you can't see it, because if you're in space,
if you study
it, that's the reality of everything. Everything is dark, because dark was the first. It was dark first, then the light came from the dark.
See.
So yes, the whiteness came from the dark, but you don't want to go to the.
I'm gonna say it like this, and like you already know. Watch this, sus.
Mm-hmm.
So I can argue with all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Because what I'm saying is, you already know energy cannot be created.
Right.
So it did not come from the darkness.
Yes, it did, because
it can't be created.
I didn't say it was created.
How was it? Well, how can it come from something if it was? You get what I'm saying? It can't. It couldn't have. It's like saying
it did. Let me prove it. Let me tell you. I've said it before. Because we're in the Earth atmosphere, the atmosphere is our atmosphere on the Earth. So it's something on the outer core of the atmosphere that when energy that you cannot see, unseen energy, hits it, it turns physical. That's why in physical existence, we have a color. We have the similar, the connection to the what they call the dark color, the black. So we're connected to that. So, but we end up having hue. We end up having lights like browns and bronze and gold and some reds and some greens, some different and blues. We have different hues within our skin color. So with that, it's because that energy is hitting the earth from that dark sun. You cannot see it, but when it hits this atmosphere, because we're in a extraordinary place that I can't explain because of the outer protection of magnetism and all that stuff that it has on the outer core of the atmosphere, that when that sun energy hits it, it's coming into the physical as colors. You see what I'm saying?
And that's what I wanted you. I can't believe you just said that. I'm glad you did. I'm glad you said that, because that's like one of the points I'm trying to get through to anybody that may be listening. What I'm saying is, we are looking at things in physical eyes. We can't see things. We can only see so much.
Right.
We think we see, but we don't see.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, we can't truly see. Like what we call in darkness is light that the eyes perceive it not. Your eyes can't even perceive the light that you are calling darkness is not darkness. Your eyes just perceive it not. It's just like a dog whistle. We can't hear it, but the dog can't help but hear it. You know what I mean? You know, it's just like if you turn your speaker all the way down, the sound is still coming. You just can't hear it. Your ears can't perceive the sound. Your eyes can't perceive the light, but what we call in darkness is light.
Yes, exactly.
So that's why I'm telling you, it didn't come from the darkness. That you can't create it. It's not creatable. So
I think you're saying it kind of backwards in the way I'm saying it. I'm saying it.
I'm just saying that everybody.
We cannot perceive darkness outside of this realm of the earth, because we got light. We got the capability. Everything that we see is going to be light anyways. You got to recognize that. Everything we see is going to be light. They can have a telescope that's showing us something out of space. We still going to see it as light. That's what our perspective is, being on this planet. We see light. You see what I'm saying? We see the physical manifestation of that of the energy that is unseen turn into something that's seen. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's why we have colors. That's why we relate to the rainbow colors and chakra colors, because that's our only connection of high energy to the higher energy. Is what we perceive from our level of being on this planet. Because anytime, even if we look out in space, they show us a video, we still gonna see light, and it doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? It only exists from our perspective.
See, I'm gonna show you how black, like how even the sunlight would take the color.
That's an illusion.
The sunlight would take the color out of anything.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it fades your clothes and stuff. You feel me? Yeah.
Yeah, it's an illusion. It's not real. The sun rays that I see is not the real true form of that energy that I'm feeling on my skin. I'm only getting that connection through through how it's gone through when it hits the earth, and it's gone through all those layers of the atmosphere. Then it finally hits the surface of the planet, and it falls upon my skin. I'm seeing it as bright light, and then I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it as something. I can feel it. It's hot energy. It's a higher energy. You see what I'm saying? On my skin when it hits me. When it hits us, You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. Like
It's nothing wrong with wanting to. Either way, black or white, it's just a psychology of color. They do psychology. I can do it with any color, green and red. You know, we have the red stop signs, and then we have the green go lights. You know, it's just the meaning that these people are given to things so we can exist as such in such a way. You see what I'm saying? But it really means nothing. We all look at it. When we look at it, it means nothing.
they manipulating. They just manipulate, but everything means something. You know, that's why I studied right knowledge. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, there is a right and a wrong. You know, a lot of people like to leave it up like there is none. You know, there is no right or wrong. You know, but I mean, it really is. You know, that's why the etymology matters.
Yeah,
you know, because words are spells.
Yeah, I agree. Words you're so silly. But
our ancestors knew the spell they were casting, and they gave it a definition.
But you got to realize we didn't have words. I'm going back to the hieroglyphics, and before the hieroglyphics, we had.
And people always say that. People always say that, and I've been thinking about it. I mean, I can understand us not having a vernacular speech, but that's only when we were in the water. When we were in the water, and you know, because we come from the waters, so when we were living,
the waters is all around us anyways. It's up in our sky now. It used to be all around us, but it's in the sky now. Majority of the water is in the sky, in the air.
No,
when our air is depleted of a lot of stuff.
Look, obviously the ocean is water. I don't know what you're saying, but what I'm saying, what I'm saying is, there's waters above.
The thing is, it wasn't like we were in this water that you see on the earth, because this is only a small amount of water on the earth right now. It was more water at the time that you're talking about. The water wasn't in the sky. We got majority of our water is in the air now. That's why it rains. But majority of our water, they even say that it may have been an ocean up there. A lot of people see an ocean up there. But majority of the water of the earth has been gone.
It's waters above, and we know the water on the earth ain't gone.
No, I'm talking about percentage of it is gone up to the air.
I mean, look, clouds have millions of pounds of water in them.
Right, exactly.
That's why I try to tell people, you know, they believe in gravity so much. You know, it's ignorant, because there's clouds up there with millions of pounds of water in them. Like,
yeah, they drop it on us all the time.
Yeah, so I don't understand how people could, you know, really be so wholeheartedly believing in some gravity.
Yeah,
the theory. But
I don't even know if we might be going upside down sometimes. You know, when the earth is turning. You know, we could be going. You know, they could be.
Like I was saying, we come from the waters. We came through the dolphin, is what they say in ancient cultures. That's why the word dolphin comes from the word delphinus, meaning a fish with a womb. It's the only fish with a womb. You know what I mean? Like, so with
I thought they said the well.
No, fish with a womb. Like, I pull it up for you. But even when you look at an embryo of a dolphin, you know, for many months of that embryo, it looks just like a human. There's really no difference. Like I'm saying, this is where you get in the story of mermaids and all of this from. This is how we came into being. We come from the waters. In the water, I could see no speech. Simple. More telepathy, because the water is such a superconductor that the frequencies would be able to travel farther, just like sound travels way farther and way faster. Everything travels farther and faster. And so even our thoughts would have been transmitting a lot faster.
Well, they tell animals do telepathy now.
You know, that's what I'm telling you.
Sound.
When we were 2 steps away from being an animal, we had that power. Is what I
Mhm.
mean.
I like when I was on the ship and sonars. The sonars would have the dolphins come over to the ship.
Yeah, but people only give us an idea of maybe having telepathy when they bring up ancient Egypt. When they might have didn't even use that. You know, but I'm sure you would have no choice but to use it in the oceans, in the waters.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I remember looking out to the ocean and seeing those dolphins fall on the ship and right beside the ship. Man, it was just extraordinary to sight to see. Sometimes I would just try to, I would meditate and imagine and just look. And you see the baby dolphin, when you see the adult dolphins, it's just extraordinary.
Exactly.
Like to see. It's beautiful. Ain't nothing like being out in the middle of the ocean, and really seeing the world from that perspective. It's great. Um, I didn't get to see no sharks or no whales. I guess I was out. Like, I mean, sometimes we saw the whales that would have the water spurting out,
Hmm.
but I didn't catch them too often. I mostly saw the dolphins. And I know where there's dolphins, the story goes there's usually mermaids. You could
Hmm.
call me the great mermaid hunter back in those days.
For sure, I like that.
Yeah, I would always be into that, looking for the mermaids and all the stories people would say. And one time I was in Hawaii. When I got to Hawaii, I thought I saw something on the shore. You would see weird things in Hawaii, and then you would see it kind of slip into the water. I could have sworn it looked like a mermaid, but
Hmm.
kind of got to be careful.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So let me see. Yeah, Delphinus, is the older word for a dolphin.
Mhm.
Hold on, boom, 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 boom. Delphinus and dolphin come from the Greek. Okay, hold on. Boom, 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 boom. Right here, Greek. Uh, Greek Delphus. See, the
Mhm.
word Delphus alone means what? A womb. It means womb. So just like when we saying we in the matrix, we really saying we in the, matrix means womb. Yeah, the word matrix means womb. That's where you get matriarch. What I'm saying is we really saying we're inside the Delphi or the dolphin. We inside the womb, you know, period. And like I said right here, Delphinus and dolphin come from the Greek Delphis, the genitive Delphinos, meaning dolphin, whence Greek Delphis, womb, referring to its shape. Sanskrit, garbha. Greeks call siblings born on the same mother Adelphoi. Uh, you know how it's more. It gets even more serious when you're born from the same mother. You know how that goes. So Adelphos for your brother and Adelphos for your sister, literally from the same womb. Huh? You with me, sis?
I'm with you.
I'll make it okay. I can't see the screen, but Greek Delphos womb. Yeah, the name Delphi from Greek Delphoi is connected with Delph, meaning like hollow, or Delphus meaning womb. Huh? I'm at the mute. Go ahead, sis. I'm with you. I'm following you.
Yeah, I'm trying to tone down the sounds in my background too. So hold on a second. Yeah. Okay, I'm back, guys. I'm sorry. Do you have anything else, D Calico, or is that it? Okay.
Wait, mommy.
But you know, hold on.
Yeah, I was just gonna let you finish, sis.
Well, hold on, guys. Let me bring that down. Okay, we're back. Hold on a second, okay?
All right. DOD.
Yes, sir.
Going on, brother? You following us?
Oh yeah, I'm here. I'm following
Yeah, man. Hey, I ain't just go down the rabbit hole this time. I went down the dolphin hole.
you. Yeah. So I'm learning some things today. That's why I'm quiet. If I don't know something, I listen and I learn.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No, so,
Like,
but let me ask you a question, bro. You understand that the water that's been here since day one is the same water that we use today, right?
oh yeah. Period. That's what the whole thing about the clouds is all about. Like it's the clouds just filtering the water. You feel
Yeah,
me?
exactly.
You know,
Right.
the sun and all of that is just doing the distillation process and it's filtering us fresh water.
But it evaporates too. So yeah, of course.
That, no,
we go
that's
back and forth.
that's the whole distillation process. What
Yeah.
we call it evaporation, but it's really it's enclosed like you got it in a jug because the earth ain't nothing leaving this mother sucker.
Right.
You know? So everything is enclosed. It's like a distillation process. When it evaporates, it gets screened. It gets screened through the clouds, so it ain't gonna pick up and take nothing with it. You know what I mean? And it's raining down fresh. But a lot of cities got small. A lot of cities got so much small
Money in the bank.
acid rain.
You put the money. Hold on.
Which is enough for breaking the Guinness Book of World Records for the heaviest mantle of beef. So, how does Roland do it? Well, he says that his trick is basically staying still, not to agitate the bees. Besides, he also loves bees, and they love him.
I'm sorry about that, guys. I forgot I had my mic on. Okay, but to close it out is what I'm saying is that for the moment that we live in now, I don't see why we should let the psychology of black and white be an issue for us, because it's just too like you said, polar opposite.
Yeah. Two sides, two, they're two different sides of the same pole.
Yeah, and we have to consist of both of those because we are the all. So we're both the dark and the light to be admitted. The dark is what happens in the earth. It's the representation of what we don't see. You see what I'm saying? No. Hold on. You see of what we don't see. You see what I'm saying? Or can't see. The mystery. The mystery. But we encompass all. But like you said, because they represent the color black, the color dark, the dark color that we see on the back here of the as representative of the word black, it doesn't hurt in these days and times to use it as such. You see what I'm saying?
Look, it's just my issue is that, like, if I was talking to Spanish people, no matter how little bit of an education they have, like, they know what they're saying. They know the words that are coming out their mouth. Like, we don't know what we're saying. So-called black people, they the most unknowing people there are. You feel me? Like, none of that what I just read have they known. Like, they don't know the word coming out of their mouth means da da da. You know what I mean? They don't know it. Like, in Spanish people, they know that negro is a color. You know what I mean? Like, we got a little bit of sense. We know black is a color, but we swear we is black.
But negro, are we negro? Because negro is the same thing that they call in black, that we call in black in English.
And that's the point.
It's the same thing.
Spanish people know. They
Right.
know, they have plenty of sense. A Spanish person, when they know they're not Negroes.
Of course they're not Negroes. They got the white European in them. So they're more white.
You don't have to say that about all of them, because
no, not all. Some do call them.
Some are darker than you. Some are darker than you. And if a person is Spanish, that just means they're mixed. So they can't be any of that without having a Moor in them. You know, they gotta have some Moorish blood. So what I'm saying is, you kind of threw me off. What we were just saying,
what is Moor? Moor wasn't a group of people, it was all people of the brown hue.
I mean, to a degree, you know.
And then the Moors, they didn't even label themselves Moors, really. It was just they were Moray.
No. They were more. Cause you gotta know root words.
No, they were more hooray or something like that.
Look, you trying to talk about the ones that invaded Spain, how they be like the Almoravids or
no,
Almoravid. No, these are different.
They didn't invade Spain. Spain was Africa anyway.
Look,
in Africa, before it was Spain, it was.
We talking about the name. We talking about the name. I said, like they will say. I didn't say I'm saying. I'm not repeating me. I didn't write this in the history.
Right.
What I'm saying is, when you saying Almoravids and Almoravids and all these Almohad dynasties and all of that, you gotta look at what's consistent about the word, because al meaning like the all or the. You feel me? So really, it's all these words were not just one long word that we think they are. These are multiple words, and the main consistent part of all of the words is MOR in those words, or MUR. It's saying more in there. We just think, oh, that's just random, because we don't know. Even when we look at a word like Israel, like one of my videos, I broke down the word Israel because people just don't understand. You know, that we so used to thinking that these things are just one little word, and it's not.
No, we know that it's not, but many people.
We don't. No, we don't. You got to speak for yourself if you're gonna say that. You can't say that we know that and this and that. No.
But you got to realize the Spanish people, they didn't go through the things that we've been through. So of course they're gonna know their heritage a little bit better, and they're not under the salvage.
Now you got to realize, like, for one, if by saying Spanish you mean the people in Spain, then you're correct.
Right. They're not under the salvage.
But if you mean Spanish by talking about the Tainos and the natural people of this part of the world that they call Spanish, Mexican and all that, then you're wrong. Them people been through what we've been through, or worse.
Not worse. Definitely not worse.
Or worse. Are you trying to say?
Definitely not worse.
Them Mexico, Cuba, and Puerto Rico, all these, just like Jamaica. Would you think they only did Jamaica wrong and didn't do Cuba wrong? You think they just did Haiti wrong and they didn't do, you know, No,
But the people that are white in those races, there's black and white. That's all there is on the planet. You're either a white Asian or you're a black Asian. You're either a white Spanish or a black. There's no Spanish race. It's just
push that up.
What they call it, ethnic group. So you're either a black Spanish or a white Spanish. I'm saying the black people. You see what I'm saying? The white people, evidently, they turned white, so they didn't go through anything hard. Because as long as you surrender and turn white and give in to whiteness, you're okay. See what I'm saying?
There ain't no white and black. And if it was, I just told you who the white is.
Well, in this existence, there is.
Don't say it in existence. You mean in America? You won't separate the two. You acting like the world thinks like this.
They do.
No, America thinks like this. Other places know how to read.
People in Africa trying to dye their skin white, and there's people in China trying to make their skin more pale white because it's nobility, it's royalty. It means a lot to them.
No.
Be that. And black men like the pale white now.
No, that don't mean none of that. It just means they're trying to be accepted by those kind of people. That don't mean that's nobility and all of that stuff. When I said white mean nobility, I never meant skin.
But you gotta recognize that's the way it is for the ignorance here. I'm talking about the ignorance. We gotta meet them where they're at. That's where we're at. You may not want it to exist, but it exists as such.
Look, I'm not casting my pearls to swine. I mean, I'm not here for that. The word noble means knowledge. That's what it means.
Yeah, of course.
You saying you gotta show it when you.
Why?
I'm saying noble.
Like you said, they think they're all knowing, so they think they're noble. That's the way I know that.
No. What I'm telling you is that's not the perception. That's like saying black means this, white means that, and then you're gonna go off what the ignorant think. We're not talking about what people who can't read. Like I say, Spanish people can actually read. They would see Negro and they would never call themselves that. Spanish people say they are moreno if they're dark skinned. Moreno or morena. You don't see the word more, like I said. Spanish person knows that they are more.
But show me moringa in Latin. The meaning.
But you gotta share my screen already. I already got something. No, I'm already waiting. I was waiting on you.
Okay.
Let me show you.
Okay.
Hold on. Matter of fact,
give us a better comprehension about when you read these words in the Bible, you actually know the origin and meaning of them and the history of them, what they actually really mean.
Hold on. Matter of fact, it's on the Abraham.
Oh, let me get these girls quiet.
Hey, well, I want you to check this out at the same time, okay?
It was her biological father, and before long she had located her real mother too. Today, none of her family.
Just prove that. Yeah, I'm gonna wait on the sister to come back. I want my sister to see what I'm talking about. DOD.
Yep.
Yeah, man. I'm show what I meant. Like when we be looking at all, especially the ancient words. You feel me? This is the only way you're supposed to write these things. Like we got these modernized Bibles. Like me, I'm the type. I collect all of the grandma's Bibles. That's how I put it.
Yeah, you do the same thing that I do. I take it all the way back to the Latin. And also, and then from the Latin, I take it back further than that.
But deeper than that.
Israel is Isis, Ra, and now. Yeah.
Yeah, but that ain't the point. What's this?
It's even further than that. It means something.
Before you get that far.
Right.
You know what I mean? My point ain't I'm not at the end of the line with it. I'm gonna go.
In Latin, those mean individual words. Yeah.
That's the whole point. It ain't no in Latin.
Like I said, my name.
That's wrong. You say that.
Also, my name, Marisa, has, you break down my name alone, and it means a sentence. It's a meaning.
Marisa. Because you're wrong for saying that means such and such in Latin. That's wrong. You don't say that. You have to say
such and such in Latin. I'm saying that I go back into Latin.
No, sir.
At things and then break it down from there, because if Latin breaks down a whole word and give you individual, that's why I take it back to the Latin. So I see what you're saying. I just go back to the Latin, not for the meaning, but because it breaks down each thing, each word. You see what I'm saying?
No, sis, this is what you have to say, sis. You can't say that means that in Latin.
No, I didn't say it meant that in Latin.
No, sis, you said Israel.
Isis, Ra, and L. That's all I said. And I said I take it back. I take things back to Latin and further than that.
I'm trying to tell you, you can't just say it means that. And you don't take it wrong. Just calm down. You'll understand me in 2 seconds.
What? I can't hear you hardly. Hold on. What are you saying? Because I'm not saying it goes.
I got you.
I'm saying that it means that in Latin.
No.
I'm saying anything.
It does go back there. That's the point. We're dealing with etymology. So whatever it meant in conception is what it means today, even if you don't write it correctly. In English, that's what it means, just like any other language. You can't change it. So
that's what I know. But what I'm saying is, that's what I know. I already know that.
That's what I'm saying.
I know that.
But if you say this, the people can understand what's right and what's not. What I'm saying is, Israel means what you just said it does in Latin. It means that, period.
The what?
What you said it means in Latin is what it means, period.
No, I just broke it down. Isis, Ra, and L. I didn't say the Latin meaning.
You did, but I'm not going to go.
Taking it back further than just the Latin meaning.
All right, sis. So look, sis. That's a Greek word. So you can't go beyond that.
Yes, you can.
You can't take that word nowhere else.
Yes, you can, because the Greeks stole the word, stole the ideas.
Look, we ain't talking about ideas. We're not talking about ideas. We're talking about words.
Yes.
Look, there is no ISIS nowhere else in the world. Who is ISIS? You can't take that word nowhere else. That's not
what I'm saying. I can take what they represent, what they took. You have to study deeply.
No. Watch this. What I'm saying. You won't even let me get past.
Go ahead.
Nobody's gonna learn. Look, just because you know, you're not gonna let nobody else learn. I'm trying to say it. Watch this. Calm down, sis. Israel. Matter of fact, the video gonna say it, because it ain't gonna take much, but like the IS is really written with an apostrophe. The RA is written with that hyphen above it, with the dash, with the seemingly like an upside down crescent moon above the EL. And I have the old books to prove it. That's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, they do not write it like that. They want you to think this is that they took away all them vowel points and gave you ISRAEL, and what you think is one word when it's not. It is what you said it is, and it don't matter in English, no matter what language. It was when it was in its conception, it was written like this.
Yes, I said. I know that. I see that.
Look, nobody won't know nothing if I'm just gonna worry about what you know. I'm not worried about what just you know. That's gonna make the video boring if I just don't speak on anything. I have to speak on it.
Okay, I'm out. I'm gonna let you talk.
I'm saying we're not. I mean, you know, it's an understanding, it's an overstanding. I know you know. Well, let me give somebody my overstanding that I have about this. You know what I'm saying? Because you never seen nobody point out how it should be written. Nobody does this. I'm the only person I've ever seen.
I agree.
That act like they woke up to that. I'm telling you, people, I've never seen nobody do this. You know, Facebook, YouTube, anywhere. The IS apostrophe is
I have talked about it, but I never wrote it out for people. But I did talk about it in my videos.
Look, everybody knows there's memes all on Facebook and everywhere, memes telling you that it's ISIS, Ra, and L. That's easy. I'm not talking about that part.
Okay.
I'm talking about the scholastic part with the technical, how it should be written. You've never seen anybody tell you that it should be written like that to even prove scholastically. I'm proving scholastically that it means ISIS, Ra, and L. Anybody can say that because we see it, but we don't know. How can you prove it? I'm proving it.
No, but I proved it already from taking it back further. Is what I'm saying. You can also take these things. Language goes back further than just Latin. Latin was what?
Look. This is before Latin existed. This is Greek. This is ancient Greek.
But Greek, before Greek,
there was no Israel.
No, there was a Ra now.
That has nothing to do with this word Israel. That has nothing to do with Israel.
There was no ISIS, but there was a Ra and an L.
Who is El in Egypt? I've never heard of El in Egypt. There is no El in Egypt. No. See, these are different cultures.
Okay. What they did was they changed it. It meant each one of those means the same thing that was represented in Egypt, though. They just changed it.
But watch this. If they take away the points that I'm proving, there's no way you can prove that. There's no way you can prove that.
So Elohim is Nephilim and Elohim is Greek.
No. Who said anything about Ryan L being Greek? I'm telling you the word Israel is Greek.
Hold on.
And it's not one word. Obviously, it's 3 words. Let this video play. Hold on. Dorn and Isidore means like the gift of Isis. So all throughout Greek words, when you see this IS and it's apostrophe, it means Isis.
Oh, wow. All right, we're here at the I'm watching anything in a long time.
El means God. So any Hebrew Israelite should know that El means God. You should always Isis, Ra, El. You should always know any Hebrew Israelite should know that El means God. People having a problem with accepting the Ra and the Isis. But regardless, the same thing comes down here with Abraham. Even though we can also connect Abraham to Brahma. Hindu.
Oh, okay, Brahma.
Yeah. Hindu Brahma. His wife was Sarwati. And Abraham's wife was Sarah. So Abraham didn't predate Brahma. But of course, Ra and Noon, we did all of that.
Very good. Thank you, Brother Mahela Teve. When referring to gods and goddesses, it is a reference to attributes or quality characteristics of the supreme creator of humanity.
You heard me, Daddy?
What happened to the video?
What, you ain't see it?
Oh, you took it down? Okay. That was quick.
The Colbert Show that he graduated.
So it was finished?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the people seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me something, man.
Oh, I don't know. What happened? She passed? Damn. Sorry to hear that.
So, let me see. You have any remarks, DOD?
I know. I'm just like I said, I'm just listening,
No.
taking it all in.
Okay. You have any other videos or anything to show, D Calico?
I mean, I wish you would have seen it, but it's on the video.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it.
Yeah, that's about it. I was just showing you how when you're seeing where like Al Moravit, and all that, how to really, see how it should be written, because it has to be broken up.
Yeah, that's
these words are not as long as they teach us.
right.
Words all started off as like we know one hieroglyph, one symbol or whatever, but then it started off as a single letter, but then it became two letters. Like we don't even know, that all these words in existence started from 2-letter words. Then we don't know that they started from 3-letter words. And we just know that, now that they added all these vowels, we thinking we looking at extensively long words when it's not really the case.
Right, exactly.
Got to know how to break it down, and I'm showing that nobody's never broken that down.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I definitely ain't learning from nobody. I just, got the old Bibles of my grandma, and been able to
hold on
to see it with an open eye. I'm like, hold on, you never see it written like this. So,
and that's what I'm saying. I was the same way. I learned on my own through when I was in school learning things. I realized that Latin was actually broken down, like a broken down sentence. So I wasn't. I was a renegade in college. What happened? He dropped off.
Yeah, he dropped off.
Hold on, dear.
He'll probably come back up. Yeah.
I'm back, DOD. Let me see. I don't know if that's him or not. D Calico, is that you? I think that's
you already know.
Oh, okay. I didn't know whether you was still on the computer or whether you was on the whatchamacallit. But yeah, that's what I learned. But I didn't learn it from anybody teaching me that, but I discovered it upon myself that especially with my name Marisa, Ma meaning water, mother, and then I broke down my whole name like that in Latin. It's a Latin word. It's a Latin word.
Your name means Moorish.
Yeah, it does.
It's just like saying Maurice.
Yeah, it's like
Maurice. Maurice is the Latin way to say Maurice. Maurice is Maurice.
No, but it means
It's just a feminine way. That's why they put the A at the end.
But
Marisa.
But it's the Queen of the Sea is what it means. Queen of the Sea. When you break it down, like you said, it's like a sentence. It's not just one whole Maria.
But watch this. But what is a Moor? A Moor is the king of the sea.
King of the sea.
Moors are travelers, and I said yo with an A at the end makes it feminine.
Feminine.
So you said Marisa, meaning the queen
of the sea.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
we're Moors.
fell in
That's
love.
what mooring means.
And when I studied Spanish and I studied French, it all connected because Latin and French ended up being so connected, so similar. And you have to question yourself in studying that. How
Yeah,
is
it's all old. It's all Moorish Latin. What they
right?
call old Latin, or the you know what I'm saying, the Romance languages are really the Moorish languages. You know,
hmm
'cause
But that's
ancient Rome was Mari, which means more.
right. So, what was the language, Decalico, that they used? You remember when we were in the way before the colonizers, but they were trading among. They used it as a trading language here between here and Africa and all other countries. What language was that? Was that an in between of Latin and? Well,
Uh,
they said
I heard exactly what you're talking about too. I'm trying to think.
it's similar to the language we're speaking now, but it's
I
not
mean,
all the way coded like they did. They kind of messed up the language that we're speaking now and made it.
yeah. So that's basically Hebrew, because
Okay.
we talking about over there in those desert lands where people were passing through to go to Egypt, to go to Asia, to go to
No,
Europe, to go to India. Or
here,
you talking about over here on this side of the world?
yeah, we did trade here as well from Africa all over. Trade was all over. I'm talking about the language because there was a language here too
I mean, with many languages. You probably talking about a long one.
huh?
You probably talking about a long one
Yeah, I think it's a long.
or power thing.
Yes, the a long one, I think, because
Yeah.
it was the language that they took and they took English and made English from it. I think that's what they did. Yeah, and they try to claim they took it from angels, like angels came to them and gave them English.
Yeah. That's us.
Yeah,
Because even in the Bible, when they was talking about the Elohim, like before, like the 1600s, like you see a group of us, a group of Moors were called the Elohim.
yes.
Yes, I mean, they know who we are, you
hmm
know, but we don't let them get away from showing us our respect.
Well,
You
it's
know, like
you know,
I had a white boy ask me, like why or what's wrong with them using that word, the N word. I'm like, the reason a white boy can't never use it with me because you could never, use it out of love. It's impossible. You feel me? Because if a white boy or somebody had love for you, he wouldn't even say that to you.
well, they
You
don't
know what I'm saying?
have love at all for us. They don't.
I'm saying, like a white boy wouldn't do that. If he got love, I guarantee he gonna watch his motherfucking mouth. You know what I'm saying?
But
Because he got that much respect for you.
yeah, they
You
don't.
know?
They don't because you
Shit, I
know,
refuse. I refuse. They do. They don't have love, but they have the respect.
yeah, they
You
don't
know?
love, but they have to. Their respect is fearfulness of you. It's more
Yeah.
like fear. It's more like a fear. That's their respect,
Yeah.
and it's not love because love would be showing a lot more than what we're seeing in this planet,
Yeah.
and that's just the way that is. But because someone was talking that they cannot hate them just because they love us, but it's impossible. You know what I'm saying? It's impossible. You can't love both. You're not gonna love both because we're totally different spectrums of life. And their point of view is going to be more of you wanting to either love them more than you love yourself, basically.
Just like we were saying how black means colorless, is pale to describe them. I'm gonna use that word again. Colorless. They don't have no light.
Mm.
So it's not there a different spectrum of light. They are of no light.
No, I said a
You
different
know?
spectrum of life, of life,
Huh?
of life, of life. They may be a lower. I didn't say light.
No, that's
I said life,
what's light.
life, like the F-E, life, L-I-F-E.
L-I-F-E.
Yeah, I said life, not light.
There's a different spectrum of life.
Yeah, well, I mean a different perspective of life. Okay, they're in a whole different perspective of life. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to say. I didn't mean to say spectrum like the color spectrum or the light spectrum, but I'm kind of trying to say they're on another end of the earth and we're on this end of the earth, but they want our other end of the earth as well. The whole earth basically. And that's just facts. They don't want just half, they want whole. And you know, that, but where we're at in life, where we're at in our condition, basically, like you were saying earlier, why are, you know, they don't have respect for us? Because we're in a low state, we're in a low state of being. You know, we've fallen into a low state of being, what they can, like you said, they took advantage of us. We're in a state where they were able to take advantage of us. But does that make it right? Were they supposed to take advantage of us? No. They were given the opportunity not to take advantage of us and put us into slavery. You see what I'm saying? Or to do what they did. You know what I'm saying? So, Dick Calico, I tried to explain to another person about what happened when the Moors fell. Do you understand that part of it?
Go ahead. You
understand the story behind that? Because
I know all about that.
Yeah, but some people can't accept it. Like the person I was trying to tell them about it, and they were like, "No, no, no." And the reason why was because it didn't. He said it couldn't exist as such because the Moors had already fell into a low state. You know, I was saying they only had so much time. The black men, well, I'm going to say the high priest, the priest that went in and taught them all the arts and try to give them civilization, right? And about how they tried to give us, you know, the other people that were left on the planet, that we were getting stuck here. You know, we got stuck in the low state. They were trying to give them something similar to Islam, but it wasn't Islam. What was it? More spirituality, right? We already had spirituality, but he wanted it in a form, right? I forgot what it's called. Was it I'm trying to think of it. It wasn't like the Muslim faith, but it was more. Come on, you know what I'm talking about, Calico. We got oh God, I can't think of it. The first thing that was, it was before Christianity. Are you there?
What did you say about Christianity?
It was way before Christianity. Christianity was made out of this. I'm trying to. It's similar to. It's not Islam, but he was going around giving. They were trying to go around. That's why I couldn't understand why they were conquering, why they were going around, and why they would destroy which I don't even think they really destroyed it. Timbuktu, or in ancient Ghana. D. Calico, you there?
Yeah, I'm right.
You see what I'm saying?
I ain't get the question. I mean, I know you had me a question. I know you had a question.
What you know, when they were trying to go out before they got banned from, before they got thrown out of Europe, the priests that were trying to give civilization to the Europeans, they were trying to also give, when they went back into Africa, they went back into Timbuktu, they went back into ancient Ghana. Ancient Ghana ended up getting destroyed. Can you explain why that happened or what was going on there?
You say ancient Ghana got destroyed?
Yeah.
Oh.
We ran the people out. It just and just like they did Timbuktu. According to what I read, at least. I don't know if that is that, but
I mean that's just like how when they bring up the Trail of Tears and stuff, you know. Like they ran out the majority, but they can't run them. There's no way they ran, you know, all of them out. There's no way.
Why you say
Never.
that?
Huh?
Why you say that?
I'm saying because a lot of tribes never really left Georgia, even though the Trail of Tears, you know, started there. Like they ran a big band of them out, but it would be impossible to cover that much earth and thinking you can run people out of somewhere.
So you talking about people moved from there because it's no longer there anymore.
I'm saying no, wherever it was centralized is where people will attack you. So yeah, they'll say, "Oh, we ran them from this central location." So, but they won't tell you that. They'll just tell you, "No, we ran them out of Dodge. Like there's, you know, there are no more. You know." So you help disband them from their central location, but there's no way that you can run all those people off. You can't.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even with the Trail of Tears, with all the guns and the killing and shit they did, they still couldn't cover all of Georgia, all of, you know, Alabama and, you know, Louisiana, all these places. They came, you know, all them Carolinas. They couldn't. What they were doing, they was attacking our central location. You know, with all of their forces.
So
you know, they're not always.
It was combined with Mali, the Kingdom of Mali.
Mm-hmm.
So perhaps most of them moved into Mali then.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when Mali became an empire.
Okay, yeah, Kingdom of Mali. Okay, which was Timbuktu, right?
The Mali Empire.
Was that Timbuktu over in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, all of them now. Me and DOD the other day we looked at a video and they were into Islam.
Yeah, that's not far fetched.
It was sacked by the Almoravid movement in 1076.
That's what I was telling you. I said Almoravid, all that. You hear the word more in them, you know, but they got it looking like one grouped up word, but it's not really like that.
But what would mean? What are they trying to say about it? It was sacked by. I need to understand that because I don't understand why would they go to war with their own people.
You say it was sacked?
They sacked it. What does that mean? They were trying to revolutionary? Were they trying to?
I mean, that means they took over the government and everything. Like that's their land now.
And was giving them Islam. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
but that's somebody's interpretation though.
Yeah, we're definitely dealing with interpretation when we're trying to know something about our past. and it makes it difficult, you know, because it confuses me. I'm like, I know they're not going to fight against their own people. They went over to do good things, and they did it for us. What those priests went to do, they did it for us. That's all I know. I don't know how they were falling into a low state, and people don't understand that. That's why they were easily enticed to sleep with these white women over there, with those white beasts over there, Caucasian beasts over there, I'd say. You see what I'm saying? Any comments, DOD or D Calico?
Well, you know, we discussed that. We discussed that was the last week before.
Yeah. You have any questions for D Calico on that issue? Because I'm just trying to get clarity.
No, I don't have any questions about that.
Okay. I guess we just fell into a low state. We was falling into this where we're getting further from the sun. The earth is we're losing contact with that higher energy, and we're just becoming more moral, more mortal, more left brain. You know, more. I want to say, when I say left brain, I'm saying cardinal, more cardinal. That's what I'm trying to say. You see what I'm saying, DOD?
Like I said, we discussed it last week?
Yeah, when we discussed that.
Yeah, I'm back.
You see what I'm trying to ask you about that whole era, to clarify some things. If you have any information or knowledge on it.
I mean, it depends what time frame in history.
Yeah, that's a tough time frame to really.
Like you talking about you sound like you're definitely talking about in the last 2,000 years.
When they fell, when they fell and got kicked out of. I'm trying to understand that.
In the last 1,000 years, last 500, which one?
When they fell and was kicked out of Europe, I'm trying to understand that.
Oh, you talking about the Moors, when the Moors got kicked out of?
Yes, that's.
Yeah. We got absorbed into the Ottoman Empire.
What's the Ottoman Empire?
Told you.
Yeah, we got absorbed into the Ottoman Empire.
Mm-hmm. Explain that again.
That's where you get that's where we get this connection to Morocco. Yeah. It was Marrakesh at that time.
Mm-hmm.
You know. And nowadays they'll tell you it's Marrakesh, you know. But it was Kush, you know. And you know, but the Moroccans is not the same as the empire. You know, not the kingdom of Morocco. It's not the same.
You said the one that we see today is not the same as what was there before.
No, it's way smaller. Like most of what you call in North Africa was all Morocco. It was all Marrakesh. You know, so all of those different, all the way from Carthage, you know, all the way, which is Tunisia, all the way, you know, to what you call in Ghana, all of that was Marrakesh. So we looking like those were different kingdoms. They were all one empire. They were a part of one empire.
And Mali too, you said? Mali?
Oh, most definitely. Mansa Musa. Mansa Musa was from Mali. Mansa Musa was a Moor. You know, Mali and Moors. You know, if you look up Moors, they'll probably tell you Moors are from Mali. But we're from more than just, you know, Mali or you know, a time frame in Europe. Nah, like we Moors all the way down to being Lemurian, or the ancient continent of Mu, which is where we get in Atlantis. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What about Shakespeare? I swear he was Black Moor.
Man, I got picked on by my own people a lot about that.
You know, because cannot find him in the Dark Ages.
I bring receipts. We could do a video on that like tomorrow. I ain't gonna bring nothing but receipts. So people ain't gonna like the video. They're not gonna like it because
my teacher, my professor at a college did not. He questioned that. Where was he at a such and such period? Why did he just appear during the Renaissance?
Yeah.
Where was he all that other time?
For sure.
Because they created a white character.
I mean, to a degree.
Obvious. I mean, Europeans question it. They want to know. Shoot.
I got the answer, but like I say, I rather do it. That's something I can do a whole show on. Like that ain't no, like, you know, I can't just say what I can't just tell you that the answer like a yes or no and that be good. That's not good enough.
Right.
They ain't gonna prove nothing. They ain't gonna prove nothing to nobody. They're gonna be like, oh yeah, he crazy.
Yeah. I had a professor, I awed her by telling her, I told her that King James was black. They didn't know that. They had King James as white.
I mean, he wouldn't have said that. He would have told you he's a Moor. You know.
Right. But in our time, I have to speak where people can understand.
Not even our time. Only in America, baby.
Yeah. Well, I have to. You know, we're speaking casually, so
I'm saying like what's your what you know they say ethnicity. Like you from the islands? Are you from the islands?
No, I'm from here.
Or is your family from the island? Do you speak any?
My family from here.
Do you speak any other languages?
No, my family's from here.
So what tribe are you?
I don't even. Cherokee and I guess Iroquois. I'm from Kentucky.
I don't know. But where's Kentucky? Is that below the Mason-Dixon or above?
I don't know. I know that I'm from Central Kentucky, up near. I'm 2 hours from Ohio, Cincinnati, Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
So what is that? Is that above or below? I don't think Central Kentucky. I think I'm above a little bit.
You might be above the Mason. No, I don't know. I think you might be down here in the south. Sound like Kentucky.
They said Kentucky is south, but I always fight people against it because I'm not below. Kentucky's not below the Mason-Dixon. Even though we border states that are, but they down Kentucky south. But
the Mason-Dixon probably run. They probably run through Kentucky. So, because I remember, like, do y'all have a Disney World or something over there?
We have a what?
Y'all have a Disney World or something over there? Or
what's
some
that?
kind of Disney World? Y'all don't have an amusement park over there?
No, all country.
I think I seen somewhere over there. I think it was an amusement park. And they were showing that the amusement park is right on the Mason-Dixon. If you step on this side, you on this side. If you step on that side, you know. I'm just saying.
Now I tell you this. Now there was some land I went to look at in Kentucky. It's Kentucky-Tennessee border. They bordered this one piece of land bordered Kentucky and Tennessee. Half of the land was in Tennessee, half of the land was in Kentucky. So maybe that's the Mason-Dixon line I was on. I think that was. Because Tennessee is definitely below the Mason-Dixon line. And we also close, we're not far from Atlanta. I think we border.
Oh, yeah, you below. You way below.
No, but I don't.
That's why Kentucky is country. I'm wondering, like, that ain't no. Yeah, that's down here in the south. You down here.
North Carolina borders, West Virginia borders.
You close. Yeah. Like I say, like you might be half, like some of the state might be on both sides.
Wait, I think even I want to say Virginia borders. We have so many different states bordering. Indiana borders. So would you say we're not all the way? I mean, half of the state. I would say half the state is Mason-Dixon below, but the other half is like a little bit up. It's like we're real close to Indiana. We border Indiana. Like I said, 2 hours to get to Ohio, Cincinnati, Ohio.
See, they say the Mason-Dixon line is originally the boundary between Maryland and Pennsylvania. It's in the pre-Civil War period. It was regarded together with the Ohio River
Oh,
as the dividing line between slaves south of it and so-called free soil states of north.
okay.
Like,
Because
I'm gonna destroy all that kind of shit they be telling. Like they be telling us lies. They want you to think they want you to think people down here in the south getting their butt whooped and all of this. I'm gonna tell you something. Look,
because
look.
the whole thing was our south means really upward and north means downward. So they turned
Yeah,
it upside down for a
yeah.
reason,
What I'm saying. Yeah, and what I'm saying is,
and that was economic purposes.
yeah, that's how they did with Africa. You
Mhm.
know, they got us thinking. You know, Africa, the south is the top. I mean, the north is the top when it's the bottom.
It's the bottom, right? Right. You know they. Yeah. So DOD, you getting all this?
Oh yeah, like I said, I'm listening.
You don't have no comments?
Nope.
Okay.
Believe me, if I have a question, I will ask.
I know. I know how you are. Yeah. You just soaking up all the knowledge. Yeah, I'm waiting on him to come back up. And then- But you don't have nothing
I
you
mean,
want to add?
I just noticed he dropped off. Yeah.
Yeah. I think he's having some problems. So you don't have anything you want to add to it or anything?
Well, I was going to ask him about the Moors and because there was a civil war within the Moors, right?
Right. That's you know what happened? Those were they ended up there been because they were mixing so much, there was the white Moors.
Exactly. That's my point. That's what I was saying last week. I
Yeah,
said we were mixing with their women,
right.
and that was the reason why. And you kept telling me no, that wasn't.
No, I didn't mean it like that. I meant yes, they were mixing. I knew that, but the whole thing was there was people coming in and they ended up getting divided. That's how they ended up conquered. That's why the
Right.
black Moors ended up conquered because they were letting white people become Moors and that's why you have the royal
Well,
family.
they were mating. They were mating with their women.
Yeah.
That's what got it mixed. It got the Moors mixed up. And so, of course, they're going to let the white women in, and now all of a sudden they're Moors. These
No,
white women are now Moors.
that's not what I'm
Then their children are going to be Moors.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I see what you're saying, but I'm talking about the more Almore him. Let me show you. I'm gonna pull it up so you can understand better what I'm saying.
Okay.
There were different kinds of more. Oh, let me see. Hold on. Moravids, like he said, which were the black ones. The Almoravids were the black ones, and the Hills or something. More. Okay, I got them right here. I got it. So you can understand where I was coming from, because there were the Berber tribal state, which okay, did he? Okay, he's back. I'm glad. You know what I did now? I put the little thing there, a sound, so I can know when y'all come in. I thought he was coming in. He must have didn't make it. But let me know if you can. You see him backstage? You probably can't see him backstage. There was the Almoravids, and then the okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and share the screen with you. But I don't know if I can hear him come back because I put the sound on. So I'll just switch back when he comes in. But I'll question him on this so I'll have him explain it so you can understand it better. Okay. The Maghrib under the Mohammedids and the Mohammeds. Hopefully it'll pop up. I'm having so much trouble. I'm gonna wait for that. Let's see. That's not it. That's something else.
You just pretty much saying with just different factions.
No,
But
one
no,
was white, one was black.
that's different factions.
Yeah, they split up, and that's where the war came in. Because not all of them were messing with Caucasian females. Some of them were procreating with black women. So.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. That's where the divide came in.
Mm-hmm.
Those that approved of it, and then those that didn't.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't think it was much of a race thing. I think it was more of a
Ideology.
yeah. But I'll let him explain. But Maghrib under the Mars and the more Hots. The more Hots, okay, they're the more Hots. The Moravids were black, and the more Hots. And actually, there's a picture. Let me see if I can get an image so you can see the difference. I actually read the whole thing, but I had a picture so you can see what they look like. Images. Let me go back here. I don't know if it's going to give me any pictures. Usually give me pictures. Mm-mm. Okay, let me see. Image of more art. Okay, this is what the Almoravids look like. Got it now. You see them? See?
Yeah.
They look like that color.
Right.
And then the Almoravids. Let me see. Go here. Images. Almoravids were more like this. Can you see him?
Yeah.
Like him. Dark skinned. And
so the lighter skinned Moors, where they came from, a different region.
no, they were ones that, you know, they were like everybody's everybody. Let everybody in. You know, they
But they're letting them in from where though? Where they letting them in from?
and then what happened was
wait, hold on. Where are they letting them in from?
Where they let them in from?
Yeah. You said they were letting people in.
Yeah.
So where did they come from?
They were letting them into their priesthood and stuff.
Right, but where did they come from?
Europe. They were trying to deal with the Europeans.
So what about the darker skinned Moors? Where do they come from?
They've always been. They're the ones that came out. They came out of Africa. Al-Kaaba.
That's exactly. So that's what I said.
Yeah.
So you're letting the Europeans come in and calling themselves Moors
Yeah, they
when they're
lost.
not really Moors.
They're not really Moors. They were Almoravids. They weren't Almoravids. They're a mixed bunch. You know, like you can still hear that in Islam. Hides, jihads, and all that. You know what? That's how they call themselves. And he still ain't came back yet. Let me see something. All right, he's coming back. Let me see. Hold on a second. Hopefully I'll hear it. Hey, welcome back. Welcome back, brother. Welcome back. We are looking at the Mahides. Hold on.
Yeah, Almohad. Yeah, Almohad dynasty.
And he's wanting to explain how did they connect with the Moabites, because right here I have the Almoravids and the Almohad Empire of Maghreb,
Yeah.
which was under the Almoravids and the Almohads. But I was showing him how they were kind of a mixed color, Almohads, and they became more barbaric or attacked black ones. And we want to know what happened.
See what it is. See what it is. It started out there. They're all Moors. That's why they say Moors from all around the world. What we getting at is in 711. When we say the Moors, entered Rome in 711. Those are the ones like Hannibal, coming from Carthage, which is Tunisia, which is actually in the Middle East, what we call the Middle East. Where we saying the Israelites and all these people come from. But all of that used to be an Egyptian, government. All of that was Egypt. But
Right.
people crazy, about stuff like that. But anyways,
it was Caucasian. You said, are you saying that Caucasian?
Look, those Moors. Look, those Moors were the first to go in at 711. But years later, like other Moors, like every so many years, Moors from different parts of the world were brought in. Like saying the infantry, our infantry in Asia were the first Moors to come like after us. Like the Asiatic Moors came.
Mm-hmm.
Then you get these like Persian Moors. Hey, skip one second.
Are you fine?
Yeah, but then the Persian Moors, who are looked at as the Saracens, they're still, Moors. You feel me? The Saracens were part of that Salem witch trials you were talking about. But every so many years we just kept bringing in more and more of the infantry. Because they didn't have cell phones. So it's like, hey, I done ran up on these motherfuckers. Hey, I need y'all to, come through right now. No, it got to get through the grapevine. You feel me? It's gonna take some people traveling and passing word about how things are changing in different places for the word to get out and for us to get messages to and fro around the world. It just took a lot longer back then.
Oh, so you saying we had an army? So they were considered our army to protect the rest of the world from the barbarics.
Yes. See, we were all. That's where slavery started. All of us coming in to help, corner them. Like we ran them all the way up to the Swiss Alps. You feel me?
Yeah.
And instead of just getting bloody, we let them stay there because we didn't care. You can stay there. You know what I'm saying? So that became their prison in a sense. You feel me?
Yes.
And that's where we get the word Slav from Slovakia. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Those parts of the world or whatever. They were Slavs. So
Right.
so at the same time, we would still arrest those people. That's what it was really looked at. We were arresting them, and it just took time. But every time we arrested them, they were the ones we were shipping around the world. So that we didn't know. It's like the coronavirus. We were shipping and passing the coronavirus around the world. We were sending them to whoever, you know, whoever wanted this as a slave. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause they were so rebellious that we didn't feel like we could do anything with this group of Caucasians. You feel me? So we helped them travel the world because they couldn't get anywhere. We traveled them around the world, taking them to all these different places, like they said, the African diaspora. No. We had their ass spread it everywhere.
We
Diaspora.
What? You said what?
We spread them everywhere, which was not healthy. We spread a germ everywhere is what we did.
Germ, yeah.
Because they were centralized in one part of the world. So once we did that, they were in every corner of the world. We talking about all these Australia and all these Russias and Chinas and even Americas. Like we put them. Man, that's why there was so many Irish slaves in America. They were gladly coming. They would gladly come. It's like right now, if you open the floodgates up to Mexico, they're gonna come gladly. You know what I mean? You can tell them, you're gonna.
They weren't originally Irish. They took and killed all. They either ran out the original Irish black people out.
And they ain't ran. That's why I try to take. They can never run us out. They still there.
Yeah, they're still black.
The real still there. The Twa are still there.
Killing them off.
The Twa are still there. We didn't have beefs and scuffles and stuff, but nah, the Twa are still there. Like the Twa is truly who runs the world. That's just that's a secret that nobody can tell you, but maybe me. There's not many people that's gonna tell you this. What I'm telling you. So somebody gonna think I'm crazy. I don't, it don't matter. People want to think. People think the Jews run the world and all of that. That's all cool, but we don't know. We don't see where they derive their authority. You feel me?
But how do they run the world?
How do who?
The ones you said run the world.
Yeah, the Twa, the Pygmy, which are the Twa, the Pygmy, which are the Druids, the ancient Druids.
You're right.
Is what helped formulate everything we know of as far as all of England's folklore and all of that resides in Druidism.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And Druidism, they really call us tree huggers. Right. You feel me? They say Druids, love trees. They talk to trees. They love the trees. They worship the trees. That's how they like to talk about us. Like they're trying to make it like it's a bad thing. You feel me? But yeah, like that is what formulated, England.
Right.
Like England, like the real higher ups, like they didn't necessarily live in caves. In castles. The ones in the castles even had to look up to these Druids. Like the Druids are the ones, the Twa people. They are the ones who built every pyramid in the world. Like this a whole nother discussion. This is just this stuff people would never tell you.
Right.
You feel me? But they were the pharaohs.
Yeah.
That's why you see how many pharaohs were very short.
But pharaoh is Greek, so they wouldn't call themselves pharaoh.
They call themselves nigger. That's what they call themselves.
Naga.
Nah, nigger. N-G-R. Now we are Nagas, but I'm talking about the pharaoh is that Naga.
Naga, yeah.
Yeah, N-G-R. When
Yeah.
you look at you, and you
What I was trying to say, the word was like GR something ARE.
like some people tell you it is India or whatever, but it's the letter N, capital letter G, capital letter R. You know, and hieroglyphics is something else. But regardless, when it comes to English, it's the N, the G, and the R. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you know, just like you got N, G, S. That's where we get words like negus, negus. You feel me?
But the
You
whole
know,
thing is with the language, it's just made to keep us in the cardinal mind. It's not spiritual.
I mean, we can't do that without that. We can't
grounds
we
us.
can't add light. How we gonna add light unto us without? In the beginning was a word for a reason. That's like saying in the beginning of knowledge, in the beginning of learning, the
Right.
first thing you learn, you know, like or the first time you ever taught or whatever, you know, it's through the word. You know what I'm saying? Just like we do these videos, we don't want to just be all visual just in case somebody's not even looking at the phone. If they can hear it, they should still be able to get the gist of what we're saying. You don't have to see anything,
Exactly.
you know, because you hearing every explanatory word.
Yeah, I don't discount that, but it's like it could be a snare and it could be a trap at the same time with this language. That's why you can't at the same time what you just told me, you can't punish our people and say what you said about them, that they don't know anything when we've been given a language to keep us in our left side of the brain.
And when I was saying about Spanish, I could pick on them too, because what we call in Spanish, this Spanish language and all that is bull crap compared to old Latin.
Yeah, dress Latin. They don't.
No, I'm saying compared to old Latin, this new Spanish is bull crap.
It is. I agree. I agree.
They don't even. They can't even. People who speak Spanish cannot read Latin. That's a shame.
And Latin
that's a shame.
Latin is easy, more easier than French. I thought about even switching over to Latin because I love Latin so much. Yeah, it's more easy to understand Latin than anything else. But I would love to. I'm trying to get. I got a book for the hieroglyphics, trying to learn that, but I think I need to work on Latin more and focus on that. And
real Latin, not this so-called Spanish.
Then work my way backwards, and I got my husband's language, his dialogue.
No, forward. You're going backwards so you can go forward.
Well,
Latin is way. That's far back.
Right.
That's far back.
I'm really moving forward. Yeah. So, and the whole thing is, when I was in school, I majored in English. One professor would keep saying that Latin is dead. It's a dead language. And that
just means it's not wide spoken. It's not a wide spoken. That's like saying there's not a nation that speaks it. That's why they're really saying it. They're really saying that. Like it's like saying all of America speaks English. But it's like saying over there in Spain, all of them don't like. It's a shame they don't speak Latin. So it's dead in comparison to it once being the only language they spoke over there.
So you have any more questions, DOD?
No, I'm good right now.
All right. I didn't want it to be too long on here. Well, any more comments before we close?
And again, I appreciate what you guys are bringing to the table. Like I said, I listen when I get quiet. I listen and I'm learning. So I appreciate you guys. What you guys are bringing up here on the panel and to the people. So I appreciate that.
I forget that word I was telling you. I was telling you we could do a whole I forget that word I was telling you. I said we could do a whole video on that.
Yeah. So
I'm sure
Sean Webb was asking, what if we did this to them first? Well, I don't know what it means, but it's in our nature to do anything to anybody. It wasn't in our nature.
Mommy, can I have? No.
Yeah, I don't know. I forget what word that was. We was on. We was focused on.
You said what now?
I forget the word that I was saying I was focused on. That I said I could have did a whole video on that.
Right. Yeah, it wasn't in our nature to we were the first people on the planet. We didn't have to what they call it, manipulate people. We didn't have to manipulate. We didn't have to steal. We didn't have to enslave anybody. It was no reason for having slaves. Now we had servants, but that was indentured servants and servitude, which the Europeans learned that from Africa.
It wouldn't matter what you want to call it. Like we never beat people. You know what I mean? Like to serve us. You know what I mean?
Right.
It was never like that. Nah.
Mm.
You know, like that's why I'm telling you, nobility meaning knowledge. That means we didn't judge people. We didn't judge people of the color of their skin or how tall or how short they is. We judging them off how much knowledge they bring.
But the thing,
like a doctor.
Yeah, but the thing,
like saying doctors and lawyers and stuff.
Yeah, but the thing I'm afraid of in today's society is that our people are so lacking nobility and knowledge that they think that everybody's the same way. They think we're all the same. That we would do them, we would enslave them the same way. Like they have some kind of functionality that they can give us from us enslaving them in the first place, which I doubt seriously. So they think we're on that equal level, you know what I'm saying? But we're not. And a lot of people demand the equal level, which doesn't exist. You can't ever be equal to them. It just never will happen. There's a reason why they wanted us. I need to read that. There's a video out on why did whites need slaves or something like that. I think it's something like that. Why did Caucasians need us for slaves? Why did they keep us for slaves? Well, I'm gonna close out because I'm gonna close out DOD.
Okay. All right.
So with that said, true love, real peace. And thank you, Sean, for the question and being here.
Thank you again for having me, like,
Peace. Peace.